Hey everyone, what's going on? It's time for the next game review, and in case if you all haven't seen the title or the thumbnail, I'm here to review Resident Evil 4 Remake. So admittedly, this was a game that when I first heard the rumors, I was very much against this game happening, as I absolutely love the 2005 game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I love that game so much that not only have I owned it on 4 different consoles, the GameCube, PS2, Wii Edition, which admittedly I replayed the shit out of that version, and the PS4 version, and I've been in this game countless times. So knowing that, I kept thinking, Capcom, this is a remake that really doesn't need to happen. But when I saw that reveal trailer, I immediately punched myself for even thinking of those thoughts. And hey, Capcom did a phenomenal job with Resident Evil 2 Remake, and although I wish I loved Resident Evil 2 Remake on the same level, nonetheless, I found myself highly anticipating this game when the reveal trailer ended. And I also played the demo, to which, by the way, if you want to check out my video on the demo, the link is below, by the way. And after I played the demo, I got even more excited. Before I continue on, the footage in this video was captured from a PS5 and non-fidelity mode, by the way, or I think resolution mode it's called. Now, I've beaten the game after around 17 hours of playtime. How does Resident Evil 4 Remake compare to the original release? Capcom has done it again, and they've done the unthinkable. Resident Evil 4 Remake is fantastic. Getting into the plot, well, if you've played the original release, the plot of Resident Evil 4 Remake is pretty identical to the original, with some changes here and there, but the overall structure is the same. After the events of Resident Evil 2 Remake, or just Resident Evil 2 in general, Leon S. Kennedy becomes an agent of the US Secret Service. It's been discovered that the president's daughter has been kidnapped, and guess who is here to save the day? That's right, Leon S. Kennedy. Before I get into everything I liked, the comparisons between the remake and the original release are bound to happen. Starting off though, the graphics, of course, look absolutely beautiful. There are some changes in terms of how the environments look, but otherwise, some of the locations such as the village where the first big fight happens, aspects of the castle, the fight against Sadler, etc., have some minor changes. Other than that, Resident Evil 4 Remake is given a terrific paint job. The enemies look just as frightening. The gore looks insane, and when you first see the house where Leon gets into the first confrontation, my word, it looks beautiful. Resident Evil 4 Remake is a stellar looking game. The next thing I gotta talk about is the gameplay. If you've played the original game, and if you tried to move and shoot, well, that wasn't possible at the time being. Well, with the remake, you can move and shoot, and with this, as you can imagine, it adds even more tension to a game that was already frightening to begin with. Another big change is that there's no quick time events. There are parts of the game where it gives you a button prompt to press, but otherwise, no QTEs, which, like I just mentioned, makes the game just that much more tension filled, and it leads to some truly bite your nails moments. One more new addition to the gameplay that I absolutely love is the parry mechanic. You can parry knife attacks, axe attacks, pitchfork attacks, and chainsaw attacks. Yes, guys, you can parry chainsaws, which, by the way, is so badass when those moments happen, and it feels so damn satisfying. It's fucking amazing. Next thing I have to talk about briefly is the audio and score. The audio design in Resident Evil 4 Remake is straight up incredible, and it's easily an aspect of the game that triumphs over the original release. Not only is the audio design just that much more immersive, but the game's score is so much more tense. My favorite thing though, there's DLC where you can switch between the new score and the original game's score. I gotta tell you all, playing the first big village set piece in this game with the original score not only brought back so many memories, but man, it just made the experience playing the game that much more special to me. On to the final thing, the horror aspect. The most obvious question, is Resident Evil 4 Remake scary? Yup. And as a matter of fact, I even think there are times throughout the game where it's even scarier than it was when it first came out. Yeah, it's that frightening. Now, does Resident Evil 4 Remake have any issues? Yes, just one. And this one issue for me does hold it back from being a 10 out of 10 game, and that's Ashley. To be fair, Ashley as a character absolutely rules in this remake, but as far as AI goes, oh god. There were quite a few times, especially in the castle level, that because of her stupidity that I died or failed a mission. Seriously guys, there were so many times throughout the castle segment, especially where I almost screamed in frustration. Seriously, Ashley was so stupid. It led to some very, and I mean very frustrating moments to say the least. So overall, Resident Evil 4 Remake is a phenomenal update to one of the greatest games of all time. Is it better in every single aspect? Almost. But even if it doesn't best the original in every little way, it is still a remake that exceeded my expectations. It's a game that whether you've played the original release or not, you must buy it immediately. All in all, I'm going to give Resident Evil 4 Remake a 9.5 out of 10. If you're a Resident Evil fan and you somehow haven't played this game yet, get a copy of it right now. It is a terrific game. So comment down below and let me know, out of all the remakes of the Resident Evil games, which remake is your favorite? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm also on Twitch. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and usernames in the description below. That's going to wrap it up for my review of Resident Evil 4 Remake. I hope you all enjoyed it. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click it to the left or right side of the screen. And of course, until my next review or video goes live, I'll see you all next time.
Let myself out.